just the way it is. Sometimes. Hey, True Believers England team here. I don't know. Do we have anybody? I think it's you, me, and one other person in there. So right now. So let's hang out a bit. This week, I met up with Eric backstage here at I Love Comics, and we went through, because it's Jack Kirby month, we went through and looked at every character that Jack Kirby had created or helped to create. And we went through and figured out which ones do we think look the coolest, which ones are the ones that we'll put out, because I wanted 20 to do this list. I wanted to be able to go through it. And of course, when you're doing a tier list, and if I put all of the characters Jack Kirby created, we'd be here until the morning discussing it. Yeah, I figured, okay, why don't we pick the 20 and then let everybody else do theirs. Now, this does kind of relies on people actually being in the audience, and I was going to do this, but unfortunately, it's you, me, and someone. I know I'm on the wait list, so I'm
on the phone.
Person. Dalton, come on in, chat with us a bit. So what? So obviously it's the three of us. Oh,
there's Eric Breen.
I'm glad you showed up, because I would hate for you not to be a part of this.
Yeah,
I really would. We're gonna discuss the coolest looking Jack Kirby characters. We're gonna pick them. Hopefully, we got an audience and they can help pick. And it's very simple. 1, you think it looks awful. 10, you think it looks awesome. Easy peasy. 1 through 10, not very difficult.
Easy peasy, Wisconsin cheesy.
Wisconsin cheesy. Oh, you know what? By the way, Gail and I have talked about moving to Indiana or West Virginia.
Yeah.
By the way, I gave her that. Well, I'd think of West Virginia because it's almost heaven. I did your joke there, Eric, and she didn't get it. She was like, "What?" I was like, "You don't know that song, Almost Heaven?" Anyway. Well, Jay, you would think that Darkseid would be on the list. Before we get started here, wow, we lost 3 viewers. Before we get started here, these are the ones that did not make the list. Oh, and by the way, I gave each one of us a mulligan. And instead of 20 to talk about, we have 22. These are the ones we didn't add to the list. Darkseid, Big Barda, Ego, Batroc, Icarus, Light Ray, Machine Man, Manhunter, and Omak. They're not there, gang.
Before we go any further, to kind of back Jay up, when I voted Darkseid out, that was when I thought we were just judging by the costumes and not the overall look. And I think I forgot about it, because I would have said that I would have probably voted him back in based on the overall look of the character.
Yeah.
And probably would have fought for him. So I said that's because I just, and then it became an out of sight, out of mind thing.
Well, those were the ones that didn't even get consideration. This is the list that Eric and I had to go through and knock down to 20. Let me tell you, Jack Kirby has been involved in creating so many characters. It was incredibly tough to break this list down to only 20 for you guys to vote on. We actually voted 2 out, and the arguments were so strong that for these particular 2, I said, you know what? We'll give 22 for the audience to vote on. Why not? One of the characters that Eric really, really went to bat for was Nick Fury, and one of the characters I could not believe he omitted, other than Darkseid, was Fin Fang Foom. So they're back on the list.
Oh, by the way, I got your palpable right here.
Okay, so a lot of fun. Oh, we're voting on a list. Omar, because if we just put all the Jack Kirby characters out there, trust me, this thing would be 90 hours long.
Yep.
As we discussed.
And now there's a chance it will be.
And now there is a chance there will be. Yes, Mr. Dalton, the Authenticator, is with us here.
I was going to say, Dalton, the White Circle of Death.
There you go. Yes. How you doing, Dalton?
I'm doing okay.
Okay. Now, once again, though, the only criteria for voting is, do you think, or how much do you think this character looks cool? So if you think he's ugly as hell, 1. And 10 is the most awesome.
Okay, so we're not grading on impact then.
No, it's straight up. How does it look? Serious. Which is
Wonder Man's first costume had a great impact.
Yeah,
yes, I went blind.
We're
we're rating costumes. I thought we were rating characters.
No, we're rating overall look of the character.
Yeah, we're shallow like that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a incredibly comparatively shallow exercise to what I thought we were doing.
Not at all, because we're talking about Jack Kirby. Jack Kirby is the artist. We're not talking about Liam Kirby, who was the writer, who would have created the character by dialogue and so forth and so on. You get it? Easy peasy.
Yeah,
I guess, easy. But in such a thing, Jack is a bit handicapped because his art style is sort of inherently over the top and silly looking.
And your point?
Yeah, no, I don't.
I
don't even.
My point is, it'd be like if we did this for Rob Liefeld. It's an aesthetic handicap because it's stylized in the way.
I know, I heard it.
Eric, did he just compare the King of Comics?
But if we did do that, we would be on a pouch system. Awesome would be 10 pouches.
Yeah.
Terrible would be 1.
I suppose so. All I'm saying is if we're literally doing the like 1 out of 10 like aesthetically beautiful versus not thing, then Jack is, and I love Jack, but his stylization does aesthetically handicap him sometimes.
Well, we keep. I'm trying to wait. I was waiting until we get an audience because this really does rely on audience participation. We've got 5 people here. I don't know if this can be done. I mean, well, we got us and hopefully 5 others. Can we do this?
We have Jay and
we've got
and
Jay,
Omar in the chat.
Omar,
and then me, you watching.
I know I'm watching on another channel as well. Can we get any of the guys in here? What's up?
Screw them. Let's go. The only people that matter are already here. Yeah, that's how you make everybody feel good.
Jay's like, I got those folks.
Well, I mean, Rhaegar's not here yet, is he? And
no, a lot of the usuals haven't showed up, so there we go.
And Marania's not here, which means you are categorically wrong. Because
she's
of the people here, Marania is in the category of definitely mattering.
Yeah, Dalton, she's out having having a life tonight. We don't understand that, but yeah, she's.
Oh, that foreign concept to us internet nerds.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
she went to an alien planet called real life for a bit. Okay, never mind.
Planet IRL. Yes.
Yeah, I'm with Dalton because I was thinking about judging the whole package: looks, culture, impact, coolest factor, etc., etc. Had we done that, it would have been
3 ain't bad.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were doing. I'm like, okay, so we're
I'm
paying
not
homage
exactly
to Kirby,
sure
but no,
how
in fact, we're being a bunch of catty bitches apparently.
Jack Kirby is an artist. He draws awesome.
But he was also
awesome
a creator in the sense of the new gods, in
Dalton,
the sense of Etrigan, in the sense of
stop. Jack Kirby was an awesome artist. How awesome was the art he drew for this character?
Yeah, because remember, you said he's like handicapped himself, but we're only judging him against himself, so it should all even out.
I mean, I appreciate you running this whole thing down before we even get started. It doesn't put me on edge. I'm just saying,
if we're gonna do a top 20 Jack Kirby,
if you want to run the fucking thing down, please leave. If you want to join, thank you, because I'm already wondering how are we going to do this. fuck me. Holy crap. It's just, I don't understand. It's so freaking easy to understand. He's a fucking artist. He draws cool based on it. I don't know. I shouldn't have done that. I apologize, guys. It's just, I don't get it. I don't get it. So, okay. I don't know what to do tonight. I don't care. You want to jump on their cartoons and comics? Come on in. I just gave you the wrong one. There you go.
Once you post a link in there, you can't.
I know. You're right. Unfortunately, we can't. The cartoons and comics. Do you have another way we could get a hold of you? I would really like to know that.
On Twitter?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Look, I agree, and I have actually done a list of Kirby creations. How are they doing? But I really did just think it would be fun to go, wow, does this one look cool? Does that one look cool? I apologize. If y'all don't want to do it, I won't do it.
We've been waiting to start.
Pardon?
Eric and I have been waiting to start.
I know, but
we don't need anybody else. We just got here.
Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go. It just I don't get it. Just okay, so anywho, once again, me and Eric went through all of these, and we really did. We argued what character looks cool, what character doesn't. And sometimes, yes, it's hard to let go of the ones that are like, wow, that guy is so huge in this universe, in that universe. But ultimately, he's a rock in a tunic. So you have to cut him, especially when you're dealing with hundreds of characters. The first character we come up, and by the way, I've got these in alphabetical order, was Arnim Zola. So the way we do it is very easy. Just we're grading them 1 through 10. What do you think? Does he look awesome? Does he look weird? Does he look funny? Where would you put him? Eric?
My answer would be Darkseid saying, "How you like me now?" At least, guess I may be a head in a tunic, but at least my head's in the right place.
Okay, look, I think he's a one of Jack Kirby's more imaginative designs. I like that. I like the computer screen, the robot head, the whole 9 yards. This, I cannot believe that Jack Kirby was not on drugs. What do you think, Venkman? What would you give it?
For me, it's the I don't like yellow. He's not no Power Man. Honestly, I the design, having the robot, I would have the screen. It kind of looks like it doesn't even. It's supposed to be a robot, but I'm like, he could just be a mutant. His head could be a hunchback for all I know, and have a camera on his back from this angle. But I would give it a 5.
All righty, how about you, Eric?
I'm kind of leaning around between 5 and a 6. And I'm thinking, now I'm not thinking. I said, at some point Jack decided, what? That head isn't big enough. Here, have MODOK.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I was like, when you first put it up there, I thought it was MODOK at first, until I realized it's not.
Yeah, I'll say 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
All
I'm on Team Omar here.
I think I think this is one of his more creative creations. I'm gonna go with an 8. I like the way, I like the look, I like the whole robot aesthetic. I do see what you mean. That's a lot of yellow. That's a lot of gold. But still, I'm gonna go 8. And I see Omar has said 6. Jay Lucian has said 7. Trusty, where would you say on this one? We have 1 7, and we've got 5. Arnim Zola doesn't eat meat. It disagrees with him.
What's with the crotch design? That's what I want to know.
His crotch is nuclear.
Is it like because whenever I look at this stuff, like, and it's just a standstill thing, I'm like trying to picture it. Like, is it a metal plate that sits there, or is it actually like a piece of cloth? You know,
I think he's banking on the fact that his head is in his chest, and chances are you're not even going to notice.
That might be it. All righty, let's the one I accidentally skipped over one, so we'll go back to him, and that is Annihilus, the Fantastic Four villain, the big bug from the Negative Zone. Eric, what says you?
I'm going to say he looks like a 7 to me.
All righty, and why do you say that?
I don't know. It's I like the cape.
Mm-hmm.
McFarlane.
What's that?
So does McFarlane.
Well, I don't know. I'm not good at explaining because I usually it'll just come to me like where I think something should be. The spiked shoulders, nice touch. The fact that he is a bug. He kind of looks like the things that Kirby ended up creating in Captain America when the night or like right around issues 201, 2 and 3, but a little bit better.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of the Parademons. Or DC that worked for Darkseid.
I'm sure that influenced them. You're right.
Yeah. I forgot how limited we were to colors back then. It's like purple, green, and more green.
Well, they really did like their green and purple in the 1960s.
Yeah, I kept thinking this is like, you could have your purple and green villains. You could have Green Goblin and this guy and a few others probably have the same color scheme. But honestly, I still stick with I'll go a 6.
A 6 for
As
the
far as I
green
go
and
for this
purple
guy.
guy. All righty, I'm telling you right here. I think this is. I guess I'm a big Fantastic Four. I'm a big Jack Kirby villain fan because this one gets a 9 for me. I like the bug look. I like the wing / cape. Everything works for this one. Even the colors, the green and purple.
Yeah, I imagine if someone actually cosplayed this in real life, it'd look like a Power Rangers villain.
It may just.
The big foam wings and stuff.
All right, so Omar is saying a 7, green and purple villains and red and blue heroes, says Omar. And Annihilus, did I?
No, Annihilus.
Annihilus. I see. And we have an 8 from Jay Lucian. Is 9 your bid there, Eric?
No, I said 7.
7. Okay, I got you down there. All righty. Okay, next up. We're moving along. And if you do jump in and you're wondering, hey, can I? Yeah, come on in, vote on it. And by all means, if you missed something, go back because next up, we're doing Captain America.
Nice.
Now, we actually talked about this because the rule was it can't be a future costume. Like Jack Kirby designed Cyclops. You can't go 90s Cyclops. You have to be 1960s Cyclops. So we were thinking about this. And we were happy to remember that Jack Kirby designed both versions of Captain America.
Who's he talking about?
What?
Who's this Cyclops?
I don't know. Cyclops.
Okay.
Anywho,
it was best written by Walt Simonson.
Yes.
Well,
it's a shame he isn't from Krypton.
Walt and Wheezy Simonson are some of the best in the business. Where do you stand on Captain America there, Vank?
I thought so. So this is Kirby's version when he first got a chance to draw it because he was in Strange Tales, wasn't he? Or before this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jack Kirby created him in the 1940s.
Okay.
And Jack drew that issue too, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he?
Yeah.
Or he had the hand.
Yeah.
I was just confused because this is such a more Silver Age. That's why.
Well, this is actually the Bronze Age, but the thing is he created in Avengers #4, he created the modern Captain America costume as well.
Honestly, it's a 10. I mean, I used to hate the pirate boots, but now I miss the pirate boots.
How about you, Eric?
It's just raining tens. Hallelujah.
It's raining tens. Hallelujah. Okay, I mean, with a little bit of discussion that we needed. They changed the shield from a shield to a frisbee. The red, white, and blue. The as you said, the pirate boots. There is no mistake here. The way that Jack Kirby draws it to look like chainmail, there is no downside here. It's all good.
It's scale mail.
Yeah, and we got a 10 from Trusty, a 10 from Cartoons and Comics, and from Omar. There is. All right.
That's going to be tough to beat.
I think so.
Are we ready Falcon as well?
You might need to count the votes from Chicago to top this.
Well, there are some really cool characters. Maybe somebody will step up. Plus, if we do gain an audience, more people are going to vote for the later ones than they are this, and that's just going to be by default, not make this number one. Here we have Black Bolt, because for some reason this has gone out of alphabetical order.
Or you could go with an aggregate and not a total.
That's true. That's actually. Oh, actually, you know what? That's what I've been doing.
You could have skewed the vote and actually just put the Captain Americans last.
That's one thing I did for the other one. Let's see. Annihilus had a 6, 2 7s, an 8, and a 9. I think that makes it. Here you go, because we were doing a tier list the last time, and I forgot about that part of this because ultimately it's fun. But all right, Annihilus ended up. I think we had a 6, 2 7s, an 8, and a 9. I think that actually makes him a 7.
You got to take that.
And Arnim Zola had 2 5s, 2 6, a 7, and 8. And I think that plops him there on an 8. Captain America, nothing but net.
Are we meant to see this?
Yeah, I thought I was.
You let the overlay up.
That's fine. I'm not very professional. Okay, now we're on to Black Bolt.
Okay, I'll go first. I mean, the tuning fork on the forehead, I know it works for me. I like the glider costume. Pretty much that. I thought it was pretty well done. Considering he's supposed to be Inhuman, and Inhumans aren't really that great.
Yeah, we looked at all the Inhumans. He's the coolest.
So I'll give it a 10.
Give it a 10. All righty. How about you, Eric?
Well, I don't know if I like it as much as the poop emoji there on the right. He seems to really like it.
I know, right?
But no, I think I've got to go a 10 also on this.
Okay. All righty. Yes, Sleek. We're talking about. Wait a second. We're talking about another character that's very much like this, and wait a second. Did we actually? Nope. I forgot somebody. I wonder if I can add him on. Give me just a sec. But no, he's like you said, he's very sleek. He's got an awesome costume. The tuning fork, I always thought was a little bit iffy, but otherwise, just a lot of freaking fun.
I didn't laugh about the tuning fork until I watched Wayne's World.
Oh yeah, wait,
I have to go to the bathroom. Excuse me. He's got.
Okay.
That's the guy.
Okay, now there is going to be another character, but I forgot to add him in here, so he's not going to make the list here. Goodness gracious. This is that professionalism we like to talk about.
I'm watching that the numbers go up and then go down. Go up.
Oh yeah, that's been happening all evening. That's going to happen. Let's see. Can I? Sorry, guys. Experiencing a little technical difficulty.
Cartoon Comics, do you have Twitter?
Okay. Let's see if it works. There we go. All righty. But me, I give this one a 9. I think he looks good. I won't go so far as a 10, but yeah, great costume. Let's see what we got. Yeah, Black Bolt is another 10, says Trusty Sidekick. I am in the minority on this one. It looks like it's a 9. Doing Shadow and Black costume is hell. Kirby style is great, says Cartoons and Comics. Black Bolt is a 10, says Omar. Alrighty, and we have Black Bolt is a 10 from Jay. Can you see me in email or Twitter so I can enter? Yeah, send him along if you get his Twitter there.
Yeah, I'm gonna share mine so he can just add a copy on there.
Cool. And that we've got 10. We got 5 10s, 2 9s. I think that earns Black Bolt a spot on. That earns Black Bolt a spot at number 10.
So just give me a follow there on my Twitter handle, and then I'll shoot you a message.
Now, unfortunately, I did not add this to the tier list, but we did add it to our list. And here you go. You have Black Panther. Eric, you want to explain to everybody why this costume is awesome?
Because Zach hates it. Oh, and the cape that disappeared in later incarnations, but the original idea, well, not the original idea, because the original idea was the Coal Tiger and it was terrible.
Yeah.
But this nailed it. It's just, I said, simple, and I said that the cape just sets it off perfectly, and I said it's 10 for me.
All right, we got another 3 10s in a row from Eric Green. How about you, Venkman?
I'll give it a 10. Although this is a bad photo of it. It's so close up, but when you see it, it actually looks really cool. Actually looks like because right now it looks like he's like a blood version of Moon Knight because you can't see the ears and stuff.
Yeah,
but I thought it was pretty cool.
Well, I was tempted to put the Black Panther from Black Panther #1, which is basically the same thing but without the cape. But this is his first appearance. He did appear with a small cape on. I argued a little bit with Eric about how this is a very simple costume, but I don't think I was arguing very much. Sometimes simple is best. It's black, it's cat-like, it's sleek, it's awesome. That's a 10. There we go. And let's see, a 9 from Lucian and Trusty Sidekick. And then we have, 10 from Omar. I've always preferred the cape version. Panthers are native to South America, not Africa, just saying. We have Florida Panthers, and he should have been the Black Leopard, or the Coal Tiger is what he was originally going to be, as Eric just said. Cartoons and Comics says 9 on the Black Panther. All righty.
All right, and I sent you the link to jump on, Cartoon.
Lots of fun. And let's move on then. And the next one that we have, let me scroll up here.
It's always nice when someone has their YouTube icon and matches their Twitter icon. So I know it's them. I'm like, is this the way they follow me? Because I get bots that follow me all the time on X, as I should call it, not Twitter.
All righty. Who wants to go first?
Wow. Did this costume ever upgrade itself? I feel like it's been the same since then. But
well, the hemline's gone up and down as fashion dictates, but
but I gotta say, why isn't Pixel cosplaying as him? He's got the same size fingers.
Well, we were talking the other night, and said, "We just wish he were here to be doing."
It would be more suspicious, these things. And there you go. Cartoon Comics jumping on right now.
Well, hello.
Hello.
All righty, Venkman, where would you go with this?
I'm going with a 10, man, because it's just an awesome armor, everything. It just the look of it. Never. I guess he keeps a gun there, a holster, for his gun, or it's for his medicinal herbs. I don't know. His pocket sand.
Yeah, the original Doctor Doom had a gun. Go figure.
I know, right?
So did the original Batman. How about you, cartoons? Let's give this one to you. What do you think, Doctor Doom?
Dr. Doom is a 10, and you see the inspiration of the man with the iron mask in the whole costume and how he was drawn. Classic Kirby and classic style of storytelling in comic books.
Okay. Eric?
It's a 10, obvious.
Yeah. How about you, Eric? What do you think?
Well, this is one time where I'm going to let Cartoon Comics speak for me because that is a 10.
It's timeless.
Wait, is it?
You were asking,
10?
has it ever changed? It's like, why would it ever have to? The weird thing is that we didn't include Darkseid because he was a rock in a tunic, and yet here we have a robot in a tunic. But I think it's the cape. Cape makes a difference. The cape and the color, because it's purple on gray. This is green and yellow and silver. Doctor Doom is a classic look. It absolutely deserves the 10s. Jay Lucian is saying a 10. Trusty's saying, whoa, it's like an 11. And Omar gives it a 10 as well.
You know, you're right about that, though, because we've seen a couple issues where Doom hasn't been wearing the tunic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he just looks like a run-of-the-mill robot.
Yeah.
So I said, the cape is just the tunic is and the cape is everything, and the hood. I said everything is a perfect design. It just works.
The only
cape.
thing
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
the only thing I would change about this is the Jack-o'-lantern face. The nose.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Iron Man got rid of his nose for a reason.
Well, there we go. We move Dr. Doom over, and we've got ourselves another 10. Alrighty. Once again, I forgot to put the picture in for Black Panther, but the next one up, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Enchantress.
I can't see anybody not saying a 10.
Can I? What else you can say but 10? It's a blonde, beautiful, dangerous chick.
They can't all be 10s. You got to grade them against Jack Kirby here.
Eric, what would Doc Ock say?
Well, he wouldn't say those gams because he can't see them.
Yeah.
But you can see the shape of them, though.
Well, that's
okay.
true.
How about you? How about you, Venkman? What do you think?
Perfect 10, bro. 10.
Wow. This is Jack Kirby's awesome art here.
Everyone's like 7. I guess I'm just a young hormonal teenager.
Right. You're 39 now. What's the deal with it?
I'm 38.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got one more year. Okay, look, yes, beautiful blonde, the headgear. We actually looked at a couple of things with the headgear. Scarlet Witch has like that face covering. Hers is just, good hat. I like the circles. If it was Mike Grell, she would be bare-legged with the circles. I think this is classy. I don't think it's 10 though. I'm going to go an 8 on Enchantress here. Now, what was your score?
What, she has a tiara.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, you have long hair like that. You need something to hold the hair back. But
what was your score, Eric?
I'm going to go 7. And I say that because would have helped costume, because if she'd been wearing heels of some kind, because the bad girl, it would have helped finish off the bad girl look that she has.
All righty.
her shoes are off right now.
We got a 7 from Jay. We've got a 8 from Omar, and Trusty says 7.
Enchantress was always like the evil version of Gwen Stacy for me.
Alrighty. Let me get this. Boom. And she has 3 7s, 2 8s, and 2 10s. I say that pulls it to an 8. If anybody disagrees, there we go. Alrighty. Next up, a character that, in all honesty, did I forget the picture here? I forgot the picture. God damn it. Next up, we have Fin Fang Foom. And for some reason, the picture didn't make it in. Let me see if I can't find it here. Yeah, there it is.
For those of you watching on your phone, turn your phone sideways and exit the chat.
Say it again?
I was going to say, for anybody watching their phone, you turn your phone on its side and you click the X so it full screens the whole entire.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Make it a little bigger to see.
Here,
all righty. Eric, you want to start off with this one?
5.
Okay, why does this one only get a 5?
It's a dragon wearing a diaper.
I never noticed that till now.
I would say this.
Okay, so it gets a 5.
It's
How about
between
you?
6 and 7 to me. More to 6, like 6. I give 6.
Okay, why do you give so low there, Cartoons and Comics?
Because the dragon, who in the beginning he didn't spell fire, if I thinking correctly. The first comic I have the first comic, the one who he appeared, and he was already with this weird thing, which was a diaper, and he was destroying a house. And I didn't understand when I was younger why he wasn't spelling fire. Oh, years after he learned to spell fire, but in the beginning he didn't. He's a dragon who wears a diaper. In the beginning he doesn't spell fire, and I thought that was really silly.
That face, man, looks like an old man.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we've got.
He's got a Gilkey nose shot.
And what do you put on them there, Vank?
I'm going for it, Trusty.
4 with Trusty. Okay.
Later on,
Wow.
I've seen versions, and recently was the Telltale Guardians Galaxy game, so much better drawn in there.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually
So,
green in that one.
It's Kirby's design you guys don't like here. I always thought he looked cool. Go figure. Granted, yes, I didn't notice the diaper either, but I think you do gotta wonder where he gets his slacks from anyway.
Give him a giant cowboy hat. Let's get it out.
Omar is saying he's cool just because he's a dragon, but I don't care for the face. It looks like something about that Cats movie. Okay. And so we are getting a 5 from Omar. Alrighty, wow. I gave him an 8, but it looks at the very least this thing it's got 2 4s, 2 5s. That's what is that? 9, 15, 22, 30. And we've got 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 4 points. So if I were to go that way, Fin Fang Foom is a 5.
He's saying he's mid.
He's mid. He's like right, he is so mid. He's right in the middle. He's stuck there. Okay, hopefully you guys find this one to be just a touch better.
Big friend of Marvel.
I like that.
All righty. Next up, we have Galactus. By the way, we have Galactus with pants. That's the one we decided to go on. Not the. It's still Jack Kirby. It's still his design.
I
it's
don't
just
see
not.
that.
We're gonna blame the coloring error for the shorts.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I don't see pants. I just see him coming out of a cloud.
All righty, Eric. You want to start him off?
Yeah, I gotta go with the 10. There's just something about it. I don't know if it's the Yeah, the antlers. Just imagine Galactus' head mounted on a hunter's wall. Probably not going to happen. But it's just, it's just. I mean, he embodies the Kirby crackle. I mean, it just literally just oozes off of him.
Well, the big story is that they were trying to find a bad guy. Of course, this is the legend that they were trying to find a bad guy, and Stan Lee goes, "Well, who's this guy with a G on his belt? It's God." And there you go. They made Galactus out of him. It's amazing legend, amazing character, and I've got to give this one a 10. It is such a great character. Galactus looks like he is a devourer of planets. How about you, Venkman?
It looks like he changes the color of his uniform. It used to be green and red, didn't it?
Yeah, but we're going with this one. Still a Kirby creation.
It is a 10 for me too.
All right.
It's a 10.
How about you, cartoons?
It's a 10. Where else you can see, and even there you can see how he has like the Hornets, and he has various Torah like inspirations from the spirits you hear about. We all know that he was very inspired, Stan Lee and other artists too. And you can see this if you ever studied theology, and they are awesome how they work it together and how they put this. It was subtle and elegant, I would say. It's a 10.
Oh no, Vince Galletto is on this. No wonder it's all yellow in the background.
Well, Jay says a 10. Omar says a 10. Trusty says a 10. And Jay's like, yeah, I guess the Space Cloud gets 1,000. All righty. So we've got Trusty, and then we've got Jay and Omar. And if you guys are watching in, please, by all means, chime in. Give us a score. What do you think? We're just judging by the looks of the character, the design that Jack Kirby came up with, and it's very simple. 1 is the lamest, 10 is the coolest. In all honesty, we've only had one that is mid so far.
What they should do, they should retcon that Space Cloud they had in the other Fantasy 4 and say that's Black Winter.
Yeah, that didn't happen. Marvel didn't exist at that time.
That's true.
Nor did it exist when Dan Slott decided that Galactus is now a devourer of knowledge, so he's Galactus the librarian.
This one may actually, that is so fucking stupid. That did not happen.
You're right.
This was a controversial pick for me and Eric, but ultimately we're going to stand by it. Granny goodness. Eric, you were the first one to say this, so I'm going to let you start.
On second thought, I got to give Triton a 6.
All right. Why do you
now looking at the big picture, like I said, the scales, I don't know. It's just, again, it's cool character, but just the look, I honestly, you put it up against the rest of the ones we've given 8s, 9s, and 10s to, it doesn't measure up.
Okay. And we are measuring Kirby versus Kirby.
Yes.
And that is the thing. So you said 6?
Yeah.
All righty, Venkman.
The more I look at the hairline, I just want them to have Christopher Walken play this role in live action.
Kind of like a fat headless horseman.
Yeah.
Okay, where would you put as far as a number score?
I gotta go with Eric at the 6. I mean, I'm still confused about. Do you want scales or you don't want no scales? You want blue or black? Well, I'll throw it all together. I'm like, and then let's give her this, but stud baton.
Well, to be fair, they didn't have fashion on Apocalypse until Cecil Castellucci started writing it.
That's true. With the bikini
anything, Darkseid does not provide.
How about you, Cartoons and Comics? Where are you going to put this one?
I give a 6 for Lady Mozart.
All right. I wasn't 100% on this one, and I agree with Eric when you're looking it up close. not as good. On that being said, I'm going to be a little hard on Granny Goodness and say 4. Jay is saying 9. Her strange evilness is awesome.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Can you imagine that? Christopher Walken.
Granny gets a 4, says Trusty. 5 from Omar. Alrighty.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have Pixel read this character if we ever get this character never reads.
I love the fact that they got Ed Asner to do the voice of Granny Goodness. that was pretty freaking funny.
See that ruined me as a child, man. I thought it was a dude. I only saw a cartoon.
Let's see what we have here is once again, also, if you are watching in and you want to chime in, just tell us on a scale of 1 to 10, how awesome or lame do you think Granny Goodness looks? For right now, though, we have 2 4s, 1 5, 3 6s, and a 9. And I think that cancels that out. We bring to the 6. I think this she ends up in the 6 pile.
Sorry, Granny, you didn't win the bake off this time.
But at least she's not the lamest so far. There you go.
But to be fair, he fixed it in the future. Her design, at least it is.
All right. Hey, let's start with you, cartoons and comics, and we're gonna do Juggernaut.
I would give it a 7 just because he looks like a dress-up Hulk in Fortnite. And I never liked the helmet. I'm sorry if you guys like it. I never liked the helmet and how how he turned his head and see on the way. It's not like in medieval armor who he can move his head.
Okay, that makes that you make a good point about the turning of the head part. How about you, Vink?
I'm going with the 8.
Okay.
I always, whenever I looked at King Marco's hands, and stuff, they drew out everything, I kept thinking of that early Power Man from back in the early Avengers Day, not Luke Cage, the one before him. And it seems kind of design. I can't tell from here, but I imagine he has like the bracelets, that goes across his palm, too.
Yeah.
Or at least future designs. But the helmet, though, it made sense. Does it look like a human bullet? Sure. He's a big brute, and that's what he is. I mean, that's the guy can look as ridiculous as he wants, man, but he's awesome. So I gotta say, so I'll go with the 8.
All righty. Eric, how do you feel?
Do you know why Bulldozer of the Wrecking Crew has a dopey helmet? Because Juggernaut already had the awesome one.
All righty.
And so I'm going to give it a solid 8, and 7.9 of it is that helmet.
All righty. A solid 8. Hey, Ahsoka, what's up? Hey, go back over and get us your scores on the previous 10. We're on number 11 right here. For me, I'm not so bothered by the tights and the undies and all that kind of stuff, because that's every damn superhero from the 40s to the 70s. This one, he is just like Eric said, the helmet's awesome. Yeah, he can't turn the head with the helmet, but he can turn the head in the helmet and look at a big black space right here. So, he's got that going for him.
The arm bracelets are not really practical. They fall off.
Here's one thing I like about this. This is a good, simple design that has lasted until modern day. I think this is around. I would say it's around the same level as the Black Panther costume. Mm-hmm. I give it a 9. Yeah, I said it. I said a 9. All right, so we get Juggernaut 8. Simplistic greatness, says Jay. And then we have I'm noticing a lack of jugs on the Juggernaut, says Trusty Sidekick, and he gives it a 7. And then we have Ahsoka saying Juggernaut is only a 5. 4 from Omar Harris. I don't like Kirby's version. He's too small and stocky. He was best when he was really big and wore silver and black in the 2000s. Okay, not a big fan now, but eventually Juggernaut wins him over. All righty, let's see what we have and where do we put the Juggernaut as far as the tier list, because all right, he's got a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, 3 8s, and a 9. Okay, so I think he falls to a 7 with those. What do you guys think? 3 8s, a 7, 3 of them pulling
Yeah,
down.
he's
One
a 7.
All right. Dun, dun, with Annihilus. All righty, kids. Some say he's the best villain in the MCU. We have Loki, and this is the Jack Kirby design.
More scales.
Say again?
More scales, I was just saying. But, I guess I'll go first. Honestly, I missed the exaggerated horns. I noticed they're to the side instead of being like, curling up, out and forward and going backwards over on his head. These are more like ox, I guess, design. But yeah, I do like this. It's simple. I just don't know what the fashion with or obsession was with the scales for everybody. The lizard's getting jealous. It's probably his cousins. But yeah, it's great. It's symbolistic. That's all you really need. But I don't know what color you go with it. I mean, like Jay is saying barf, green and yellow. I mean, what color would you change it to then, Jay? I mean, I personally prefer the green and yellow. That's classic. That's all you really need.
And what's the score?
For me, I'm going to go with a 9.
A 9. How about you, Eric?
I'm going to go with an 8, but it would be a 10 if he were mounted to the hood of an Asgardian Thunderbird.
All right.
JBL is driving that, right?
Thor, Loki, tough. An 8. How about you, Collect?
I give it a 9.
All
I
right.
always like the horn helmet like this. I didn't like what they did in the MCU.
Okay. I gotta
And I
say, I
miss
like
the
the
cape.
horns too. In the movie, when he's in the Avengers movie, when he's walking among the crowds and his costume shows up and the horns come out, I was like, yeah, I dig that. I like the design. I do agree with Omar that this does get better, but this is Jack Kirby's design here. And I did like I liked in the Loki show when Loki shows up with this helmet. I don't know if I could go 10, 9. I think I am stopping at 8 here as well. All right. Let's see. We've got a 7 from Trusty Sidekick. And we have a Loki 2, Barf Green. Oh, all the way down past Fin Fang Foom.
Yeah, he wants auburn and silver for this color scheme.
Or another one that gets better, says Omar. Loki, poor man, getting smacked around. This design is too goofy. He looks like a person with a cheap green leotard, gold undies, and gloves.
You didn't get Ahsoka's previous ones?
And that's 4. Yep, I got Ahsoka's previous grades.
Okay, cool.
So we're all caught up with Ahsoka. All righty. Let's see. We have...
I mean, he would be more menacing with a cape, then he'd be a 10 for me.
Okay. The helmet is good, but the rest of the outfit looks like it could get better, says Ahsoka. And let me get this down here so we can...
I don't remember the long blonde hair hanging up behind him.
All righty. And we have two 4s, a 7, 2 8s, and 2 9s. Obviously, the 9s get taken. The 2 4s bring that over. And I think we're looking at another 7. All righty. There we go. On average there. That's what I'm trying to do. But next up, we've got Magneto cartoons and comics. What do you think about this? The original, which actually he didn't change very much, did he?
No, it's a test of time. They always try to change to white the costume or to blue, but never works. the red and the purple really works for how the helmet and how the design was made almost 50 years ago, no, 60 years ago, and still going. A great design, a great color scheme, and yes, it's a 10, definitely.
It's
10 from cartoons.
I agree with you, man.
Oh, go on ahead, Vink. Yeah.
I was just saying, I agree with them. It's so this color scheme goes so popular that Street Fighter had to copy it with Bison.
Yes.
All right. I thought the same thing the first time I saw Bison. He looks like Magneto.
Man, I'm giving it a 10.
A 10 from Vink. How about you, Eric? Hi, Gil.
So don't worry, Iceman. If you should fail, your boyfriend will recreate you from the love in his heart.
Inside an eggshell.
That was this week, and the astonishing Iceman. I'm gonna go 9.
All righty. Yeah, this is another one of those. It stood the test of time. It's simple. It's good. It's fun. It has a lot. I don't agree with you guys. I'm gonna go 8, but I still think it's a good, solid costume. Magneto 9, timeless, says Jay Lucian. And then we have a 9 from Trusty Sidekick. And then we have Magneto's design hasn't changed hardly at all. It is a simple design, but it's iconic. A 9 from Ahsoka. All righty. I guess that's where we're going to go then. Smoke break, says Jay Lucian. Well, when you get back, just catch up. All righty. And yeah, I guess Magneto goes to 9. All right, next up, we were thinking New Gods, and we were looking at New Gods, and the one that really stood out, or one of the ones that really stood out, was Metron. Now, I know you like this character a little more since you read the Flash book, Vink, so I'll let you talk about this. What do you think?
I see his chair improved. Or actually, no, I'll take it back. The color changed, and they dumbed down his chair. But it is a cool costume. Very futuristic. Again, the diapers though, I got to bring it down to an 8.
It's not a diaper. It's the same thing Superman has. It's just drawers. I don't see what the problem is here.
Why does everybody have to have drawers?
Let me put the name up. Eric, tell us what you think.
Well, I'm glad I've seen other pictures than this one.
Yeah,
because that's about the dopiest looking face I've ever seen on Metron.
All righty.
But yeah,
I picked the wrong picture. Okay, I can live with that.
I'm gonna go 9. Yeah, but it's honestly it's got more to do with the chair. I mean, what a great idea. What dude wouldn't want to go through life having their own cool chair that just goes everywhere with him?
Right? Going to a drive-through, get my food.
Give me just.
And he's probably smart enough. He's probably got it. He could probably turn into a throne if he needs to. So he never have to.
He never leaves a chair though. Yeah. It's like Ian is lazy boy.
That's right.
I think of George Costanza. He pops open the side panel. He's got the soda. He's got the chips.
It's
okay. So say that again. Vank, where do you go with him? 8?
I go with the 8. Yeah.
And Eric was a 9.
I didn't vote yet.
And cartoons, what do you think?
I give an 8.
An 8. All righty.
Yes.
I agree with Eric.
And I think it's one of the designs who changed the most over the years.
Okay, yep. But we are going with Jack Kirby's design. And I'm looking at this chair, and I'm actually liking this one a bit better than the older. I get why they made it sleeker, or more sleek, I should say, because ultimately computers were bigger back in the day, and that's what they were thinking. Now they're a lot more slender and such.
Yeah, but you go look at the one they drew like was 2 or 3 years ago. They showed it in the Flash, and then look at this chair design, how the different dials, all that stuff on it.
I like this.
Yeah, looks great.
I dig on this. I think this is one of his better ones, and I'm going 9 on it.
I feel like if someone shoots his chair, he's like, "Where am I going to get another one of these flux capacitors?"
Trusty says 8. And Ahsoka says Metron. And by the way, feel free to write down why you find it a certain grade. I will. I'll read it off for you, Metron. But it could have been better. I like his blue skin and has a high tech of his chair. This looks like 1980s in terms of tech. It looks too stupid. It looks like has high a 3. He legit isn't scary. Oh, smacks Metron in the face with a 3. Omar says 8. All righty. And there you go. Once again, guys, if you're looking in, you want to know if you can judge. And by all means, yeah, 1 is lame. 10 is awesome. Easy peasy. Alrighty. Let's see with what we have, and we'll wait. I'll get Jay's later. But we have 4 8s, 2 9s, and a 3. I think this is solid 8. I just like the modern design better, says Ahsoka. Hey, there you go. It does happen.
In 3, 2, 1.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, do.
Let's go, everybody. It's Action Comics.
What?
Soda can. Countdown.
Oh, okay.
Really, you don't watch the channel.
Ash has a channel?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, next up, kids. How am I missing? Oh, here he is. Here he is. I don't know which one I want to show, but this is the one that they've got up there. So let's show this one or this one. Mr. Miracle, kids.
Dr. D was pissed off. Took his cape.
Well, tell us what you think.
Like I said, another sleek design, limited to 3 colors again, which we've seen a lot lately. And red, yellow, and green. I think it works really well. The cape really adds to it. Him without the cape would look ridiculous. So the cape is pretty much why he's getting a 9 from me.
All righty. A 9 from Venkman, Cartoons and Comics. What do you think of this design?
He
dropped out. Accident.
Oh, he dropped out. How about you, Eric? And Cartoons, you're welcome back. Just jump in. Actually, Dalton, so are you. I apologize for the snapping. I just want to have a good time. That's
3,
it. Talking about something. So, anywho.
2, 1.
Oh, dang. I didn't. There you go.
What's going on, everybody? This is not Ash on Comics. You're not watching it. 10. I can't explain why some, like Captain Ultra is like Miracle or Mr. Miracle on a bad day.
Yeah,
but this works. And to Venkman's point, I understand it, but you remember back then they called them 4-color because I'm guessing they probably couldn't use more than 4 colors.
Yeah, I know. It's just, but
this one works. I mean, this one works. It's just, it's loud. He is absolutely a fashion victim, but it fits, and it's just a great design. So it's 10.
He has the gold, I guess, buckles here. They're on his cape that same that we saw Dr. Doom have.
Yeah, they look like giant nipples.
But I think it's the face, the fact that he doesn't have like on your icon where he has the eyes, you can't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like this looks more like a guy who's in shape, and and it fits his character. He's a guy. He's a magician. He's got to have the cape. He's a escape artist.
At one point in time, he was my avatar for. As a matter of fact, I brought him back for a video with the Nick Fury Origins video on From the Long Box. This is damn near costume perfection. And like Eric said, this shouldn't work. It's too freaking big. It's too freaking loud. Red, yellow, green undies, by the way, or diaper, as you guys have been saying it. Everything works when it looks like a birthday clown, except no, it looks like a birthday clown that's going to kick your ass for saying he's a birthday clown.
And I do want to point out, I use the term diaper for Fin Fam, whatever his name is, because that's all he's wearing. Now, trunks on the outside of your long johns, that's superhero fare.
Yeah,
but
that's
if all you're wearing is it's like, let's be honest, the thing looks like he's wearing a diaper. But I'm not gonna tell him that because he's
right.
Thing, damn it.
And this is what it looks like in action here, and it still works. Of course, it's more orange than red, but I'm giving this one a 10.
I'm guessing colors in those days must have gotten great deals on green and yellow.
Yeah, I guess so. Mr. Miracle gets a 6 from Jay Lucian.
Yeah, I was just looking up, like, what country has red, yellow, and green? And like Africa.
There you go.
Like they literally could have imagine if somebody read that first and like, Mr. Miracle, he's black. That's why his protege is black.
Miracle hasn't changed at all. I have to say, not as iconic, but still a good design. It's an 8. And then Ahsoka goes on to say 10 is only for the most iconic costumes. Yes, to me, Mr. Miracle definitely fits that bill. But we all have our difference of opinions. Never have dug Mr. Miracle's color scheme, says Lucian. Great design, but it was always weird to me that he had this cool of a look. He was just an escape artist. I know it's a Steranko tribute, but still a 9, says Omar.
I love it. If this was a redundant cover, it'd be like this a DC writers. Goodbye, Mr. Miracle.
He legit said something more than a magician, says Ahsoka. Okay.
Yeah, Jay, smoke break. Staying right here.
There you go. And we did lose one, by the way. If you are watching, you want to join in, go right on ahead, kids. All right, let's move on. First of all, we got to figure out where he goes. And let's see, 2 10s, 2 9s, 1 8, 1 6. That pulls down to I gotta say he goes to 9 or 8. What do y'all think?
I want to say 9, but
well, I flunked math, so that's
all righty. And hello again. What do you think of Mr. Miracle? Who I noticed is here twice. What do you think? Cartoons?
Oh, hello. My internet failed. I'm sorry, guys. And I give it a 9.
All righty. I'll put you down for it. Okay, next up, kids, we have the world's most awesome. What is it? Mental organism designed only for killing? Cartoons.
MODOK.
You want to talk?
Yeah, I give it a 6.
What the are you talking about, dude? Why only a 6?
It's because I laugh every time he was in the comic. My uncle had the same reaction as you, because when I was a kid and he fought against Captain America, I began to laugh out loud and everyone looked at me, and I didn't understand why. I now know MODOK. I read many histories of him. One of my favorite histories of him is him against the Fantastic Four. But still, it's just the design. I always find funny the design of MODOK.
Okay.
The white, I will give it a 7, because the white works better than the yellow they put later.
Okay. How about you, Eric?
I'm going with a 9 because I said that is quite ahead.
He was ahead. Honestly, he was ahead of his time back then.
Yes, he was.
Head joke. I don't have one, so I'll just say that. Okay, how about you, Vink?
I want to go at 8.
8 for the MODOK. All righty. Any particular reason why high, why low, why just there?
Well, I mean, I do like the chair more than I do like his little baby arm sticking out.
Mm-hmm.
just bring it down. He, man, I don't know what to say about it. He is frightening that much. It's
Okay.
if I saw this, as a real thing, I wouldn't sit there and laugh. I actually would be freaked out because this actually disgusts me.
Okay.
And then the fact that he's got mind powers on top of that too. But I mean, this was costume alone though. The costume, I'd be like, the face. I can only imagine what he actually sounds like.
Hold on, Cartoons. You are breathing right into your microphone.
Oh, sorry.
No worries, man. Yeah, I kind of agree with Eric on this one, except for a little bit more so. MODOK has been one of my favorite design characters of all time. I like the big head and the tiny arms, tiny legs. The first time I encountered it, though, it belonged to a guy named Hector Hammond. So I thought MODOK was kind of a ripoff. Whoops. But I just dig the design. I really do. I think he looks awesome. I know. I'll probably find out that I'm in minority here. MODOK is a 9 because it is so different and original, says Jay Lucian. And then we have MODOK just looks goofy. He's a man with a head and small arms and no body. He legit has no body, and his chin is where his arms and legs are. And Trusty says 8. Omar says, well, in these designs, it was mechanized. Oh, mechanized. What did I say? Mental? I said mental, didn't I? Mechanized organism designed only for calculations, and they changed the K to killing later, says Omar. Movie MODOK, -10. MODOK, while original, is just too ridiculous of a design. We can't take him serious. A 2. He legit has no body. Okay.
Actually, I believe they changed it to C for calculations, and then now it's back to being killing.
It's in the first appearance, he gets knocked out of his suit, and he looks like he has a normal sized body with the gigantic head.
Yeah.
But in the costume, he doesn't, which is kind of odd. But yeah, and wasn't Hector Hammond normal size with a giant head?
Hector Hammond, yeah. Yeah, he was. He was a normal sized guy with a big old head.
Reminds me of the leader.
Omar says, I love MODOK's look, but I prefer the yellow and purple. I wish the movie had gone practical and made him look more like this instead of the villain from Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. All right. So MODOK has 3 8s, 2 9s, a 10, and a 6. The 6 gets rid of the 10. We have 3 8s, 2 9s. It is MODOK is an 8.
But you think about it though, how are you going to do MODOK without using CG? I don't think you can get really good CG unless it's animated. I don't like doing try to do live action face.
And by the time they got around to putting MODOK in the MCU,
yeah,
they were just doing things
for laughs,
for giggles. Yeah, I mean that's
yeah.
Okay, one of the ones that Eric and I argued about. Wait, where did he go?
He's in 8 or go down. For MODOK?
Nope, I put him on. I already put him in.
Okay.
Looks like for some reason when I transferred all of these pictures, not all of them came along. So let me add.
Yeah, Soka's bringing up. Yeah, do we average the 2 in there? That might bring him down.
Oh yeah, that brings. Yeah, I think you're right. I think MODOK should go on a 7 because of the 2. There you go. Okay, now we're gonna go to the one that we argued about a little bit, called Nick Fury, man in a suit with a gun and an eye patch.
Damn good looking suit.
Okay, let me go. I want to go first. Can I go first? No, Eric, you go first.
No, go ahead. Go ahead and get your wrong opinion out of the way.
Okay. Yeah. I give him a 5. Why? He's a man in a suit with a gun and an eye patch. Okay, now it's all on you there, Eric.
I'm going to quote Rod Stewart. but you wear it well. Little old-fashioned, but that's all right. Look at him. He's dapper. He's swaving to boner. He's got an eye patch. He's got a pork pie. He's got a it's
strong
probably
chin.
Brooks Brothers. I mean, come on.
Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why are we using the man in the suit with a gun and the eye patch, it's because this was Kirby's design. They wanted to do a man from U.N.C.L.E., so they didn't get the leotard until later. So there we are.
Or maybe Man from U.N.C.L.E. mixed with a little James Bond.
Yes, that is true. With a little James Bond. What do you
everybody
give?
was doing there.
A little bit Dick Tracy, but he decided to, not wear his coat over.
What do you give Accountant Sergeant Rock?
I give him a 10. Because he's just got it taken.
How about you, Bank?
You even have to ask. It's 10.
You are fucked. Y'all are screwing with me.
Oh, I guess you're gonna turn on your audience too.
Wow.
All right. How about you, cartoons?
I give it a 10. It's the classic noir. It's the classic noir detective style, the classic spy noir style. And if you watch classic noir movies, I watch in the Razor Fist playlist of movies. It's the classic style. Every time you see a guy who returning for the war, he's brooding, Rudy, he has an eye patch, or he has a missing hand. He's the hardcore spy. He's Nick Fury.
I put you down for a 10. Let's see.
He's
Let's
the
see
only
how
Nick Fury there is. Oh.
Let's see how the chat grades minivan Nick Fury. A 10 from Jay Lucian. Oh my goodness gracious, y'all are on drugs. An 8 from Trusty. At least he's got a little bit more sense. Okay, legit. This is a legit iconic design. He legit became the third person everyone thinks of when they think of MCU. I have to say a 10 as they basically used this design and added a trench coat. No, he had his black. He had his black outfit. Okay. And she gives a 10.
I expect you to die.
All right.
I mean, later on, he did get even more awesome when he actually gave him the cigar in his mouth. Actually, he's holding the cigar right there, which is really cool too.
He's got a cigar in his mouth when he's getting fit for his LMD.
Yeah.
And Omar says he's just an old dude with an eye patch. You really chose him over Rock in a tunic. Thank you.
What does Dwayne Johnson have to do with this?
All righty.
Omar, I had such high hopes for you.
Okay, so here's where we stand on Nick Fury. He has 5 10s, an 8, a 5, and a 3, and I don't think those really should penalize him too much, because when you get rid of the 3, when you get rid of the 5, and even when you get rid of the 8, you still have 2 10s left. It's a 9 or a 10.
Well, we have to respect, Omar's 3, even though I believe it's Russian disinformation.
I thought he's got. You sure it's a 3? Or he's got like statements he's going to do, like 1, 2 are missing.
Maybe there should have been a 1 in front of the 3. Maybe you meant to vote 13. But
maybe you meant to vote 13. Yes, I don't think so. All right, so he goes. He's a 9 for some reason. All right, let's move back to where we were here. Okay, we did Mr. Miracle. We did Nick Fury. This guy should have been in the D's, but I put the in front. So let's go with.
I don't know. I guess I'm just biased. A guy in a suit is better than people in bright colored spandex.
Oh, what they've got on this is the Sentinels.
Yeah, I'm so used to the purple and the pink face.
You can. Ultimately, he did that too.
Yeah.
So it's okay if you want to think of the purple coloring rather than the red and blue. Go right on ahead.
Wait, do they have letters for their names? Tom, Larry, Albert.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Let me get the name up for everybody to have a demarcation line. And Venkman, talk. What do you think?
These are pretty wacky designs as far as like the like if you got rid of the what are they wearing, like those what's like a oh my god, the people with those flower crowns on. That's what it looks like.
A thorny crown.
Yeah, if you got rid of that, the rest of the costume isn't bad. And I do like the letters on it though, because it gives them more personality. It's like this set in LA.
They like to walk down Sesame Street going yip 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 yip. No, 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 no.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I gotta give it about an 8.
All righty, cartoons.
I give a 9. I always like the Sentinel design, and the crown. I think they little a bit, but still to this day, the classic giant Sentinel still has a crown. Then, but it's more intern if you see the design, and the King Sentinel still has the same color palette as the classic, the first Sentinels, Jack Kirby drawn, red, blue, and gold mask.
Okay.
If you see this, to this day in the comic book, it's the same color scheme.
All righty. How about you, Eric?
I'm gonna say 6. It's a manhunter with a weirdo 60s twiggy belt around its head. It just, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It just, I don't know. The helmet just doesn't work.
All right. And I'm looking and I'm thinking of the design. I much prefer the one with the master mold and all that than what I've got here. It's my fault. I'm giving it an 8 though. I do like the design of the Sentinels, and they have hardly been needing an update. Although Nimrod is a pretty cool one. All righty, and we have Jay saying Sentinels 9, menacing awesomeness. Sentinels with the purple coloring is legit iconic, and I have to say, when people think of X-Men, they think of the Sentinels. So, a 10. And then Trusty gives it a 9, Omar an 8, and those are pouches on their head belts.
Because Batman's
there you go.
belts. Yeah.
So we've got a 10, we've got 3 9s, 5 8s, and a 6. This is they're an 8, I think. Alrighty, let me right there and get here. And the Sentinels go and join Metron and Enchantress. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, possibly the most simple design Kirby has ever created. It is, in my opinion, absolute character perfection. All he is a silver man with a surfboard. Almost freaking naked silver man with a surfboard. Actually, I think he is, isn't he? But originally, did he have shorts, or am I thinking Iceman? Either way,
Iceman has shorts.
Either way, you can hardly do better than Silver Surfer, in my opinion. I give him a 10. Oh, and this was a case of the Silver Surfer is a Jack Kirby creation, not a Stan Lee and Jack Kirby creation.
We'll go back.
He said he needed a what do you call it? Herald, and so Kirby created him.
Yeah, Eric stepped away for seconds. So was asking what about the demon. We'll go back to him. I know he clicked on him, but we didn't talk about him.
I thought we did.
No, you brought his page up, and then you dropped it back down, and you went to something else.
Oh, I think we were talking about something else, and I just forgot. Yeah.
So we'll go back to him. But for me, Surfer's a 10. It's so simplistic, it works, and he's got a surfboard. Right. It's the awesome of awesomeness.
Okay, how about you, Eric?
Eric is gone. He's up late for a second.
How about you, cartoons?
It's beyond 10. I could give more than 10, I would, because it's so simple, it's amazing. It's like simple artistic and design made it through, and even a kid could do it. But Jack Kirby, in his style, he makes move like it's animated. If you ever read a Jack Kirby comic, I have some here. You will see what I'm talking about. The Captain America, the Silver Surfer, the Fantastic Four. But the Fantastic Four, it's amazing what he does. It was before the Fourth Ward, and you understand how the guy was beyond imaginative. We give credit to Stanley, but Jack Kirby, man, if he was ever free to do what he wanted, I think was in Ford Wars in the Silver Surfer comics. It's a 10. A definitely 10.
Alrighty. And Eric, you're back?
10.
Alrighty.
It's like I said, it's simple, sleek, elegant. The board is cool. Everything about him. And he does not get penalized for. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know what is actually. I mean, is he just wearing a pair of swim trunks, or is he?
Yeah, I know. It's one of those. What is it? The Begdal thing where you
Ken doll.
Yeah. Is he wearing? Isn't that it? Where like somebody puts a suggestion and then everybody thinks they see it. I mean, I know we've all got cheat codes, but without looking at your cheat code, Silver Surfer.
Well, you had to put something on him, otherwise, there's. Well, yeah. Then he is. Then he would be a Ken doll.
There's no nipples. He's got like 14 abs.
Yeah,
he's got a 14 pack.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, we haven't seen from Omar yet, and we haven't seen from Omar. So that's one we're waiting.
Yeah, for. He doesn't wear shorts at all.
Surfer's wearing nothing.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Look, I'll tell you what. Omar, when he comes in, he can give us his grade, but for now, there's no question as to where Surfer goes.
Side by side by Galactus.
Not going to change because he just put up a 10.
There you go. All righty.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, Gone form a man, rise the demon Etrigan. I think it's awesome. I love the little booties. I love the red freaking wrestler outfit. I love the little blue cape. There is nothing bad about this character. I give the demon a 10. I like the yellow red.
It's the classic like gargoyle looking like monster, demonic,
Mm-hmm.
Not too scary, but scary enough, it fits. And having him face against, old time Camelot stuff, and then having it, and then just like you're now the pitchforks on here, the little booties. I was like, I mean, he's like a little school kid. He's just from the UK. He's got he's like the guy from AC/DC. I forget what his name is. He wears the schoolboy outfit.
Angus Young.
So he's kind of like the Angus Young in the DC universe. He does, he wears schoolboy outfit. But like I said, it works. The red eyes, the yellow skin. At first, it was weird, but I get used to it because he's a monster. And I noticed that a lot of, like I said, go back to parademons, they're yellow too. Or green or whatever. But it works for me. The cape, everything, little horns. It just the whole his physique fits it out for perfectly. He's what Robin wanted to be.
Okay, how about you, Eric?
I'm gonna go 7. Yeah, I can see him coming. You're terrified. You see that face, you see that body. Then you look down and you start laughing like Reggie Hammond in 48 Hours. Because you saw the little booties.
All righty. And what does that? Okay, she put the demon up there. All righty. I'm sorry. What'd you give him?
7.
7. How about you, Vink?
I give him a 10.
And a 10.
And cartoon.
And cartoons?
I give a 9.
A 9.
I always liked the thematic of the Arthurian Knights, and I like his cursed knight from the Arthurian court. That's always thought was very interesting from the comics. But the booties, yeah, I never understand why he didn't have like clown feet.
Yeah.
You don't see these in gargoyles. You don't see gargoyles with little boots. That's why not the 10.
All righty. Let's see. Etrigan, a 1. Jack's worst nightmare or worst design ever. Yellow Lagoon monster looking demon in a woman's onesie. The look doesn't fit the character at all. It baffles me why DC stayed with that look for so long. A 1. Oh my gosh. Jay, the shorts always threw me off, says Omar is 7. All righty. That has to take off.
I saw that.
10, a design that is legit just a monster. And as I said before, he is a gargoyle without wings. He's a character that is a hero.
That is true, Eric. It's only a Tuma. In his knee.
Swelling in his right knee goes down. All righty. So that one definitely gets rid of one of the 10s. We've got 2 7s. We've got a 9. That brings it down. I'm thinking this guy's looking like an 8 because of that one took it. I think that one gives him a big bad hit.
The funny part, he brings up, Eric brought up about the fact you're laughing at his booties until he starts rhyming. Then you're really laughing.
All righty.
I agree with Omar. Jason Blood, that he was a happening cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like Nick Fury, with the suit.
Hold on just a second.
Wait, that's not the real Thor on there. Where's Jane?
Hold on just a sec.
Oh, for the Omar? What are you doing here?
Well, and it was another one that just didn't decide to jump on when I transferred all the pictures at once onto the tier list thing, and some of them just didn't make it seems like. And this was one. Freaking hell, I can't find it now. There it is. It was under Avengers. Whoops. Alrighty, next up we have Wonder Man.
Hell to the yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Eric, why don't you lead this one off?
What can you say about perfection?
Well, we're talking about Wonder Man, dude.
Yes, we are. It's the perfect color scheme, the perfect everything, and he knows it doesn't need sleeves because you got to show off the Johns. That's a 10, folks.
When you say it's wonderful?
Yes.
I'm giving it a 10 as well. That is just perfection. You don't need anything else than that.
Cartoons,
the boots, everything, the pouches. Before
the utility belt.
I give a 9.
All right, let's start with that cheesy ass red W. Wonder Man is wearing a full body ugly Christmas sweater right here. That's what this is. It is horrible. You talk about the demon being one of the worst designs. That is one of Kirby's worst designs right there.
You know what I don't see on Simon Williams? Little booties.
Eric, he's a man of
but
four
what you
senses.
do see is fishnet midwear. It's just a horrible, horrible costume. I don't know if I could give it a 2 though, or a 1.
I wish you could
3.
look this awesome.
No, Clark Griswold will not wear that at the next family Christmas. That's how bad.
You know, Venkman, I've come to the conclusion that somebody needs a nap.
I know. He's a little bit hangry. He didn't get his sandwich from the Wawa.
Actually, I had some Popeyes, which is eating me from the inside out.
I wonder why.
Oh my gosh, I love that chicken from Popeyes, but boy, that Popeyes chicken hates me. Wonder Man gets an 8 from Jay Lucian. And Ahsoka says, Wonder Man, a 1. He legit looks like the sideshow muscle man I saw at the fair last year.
So you saw perfection up close.
Trust you say it again. Omar has an 8. All righty. And we have a 2 from Trusty.
Venkman, there's a plague of 4 senses running through this.
It is. I don't know what happened.
Ahsoka's asking, Jay, how can you say that's an 8 while he legit looks like that? He's wearing a Christmas sweater looking shirt.
Even Alicia can see
the projection leading the panel.
He looks like an environmentalist version of Rocky Horror Picture Show. It just doesn't
awesome.
fit.
Yeah, but you realize that even Alicia can see how awesome he looks. So
he's standing next to Baron Zemo and looking stupid.
She said, "I wish I could see how awesome is he." Oh, that was Etrigan-like without the booties.
Alrighty. Let's see. Still waiting on Omar when he pops in. Wonder Man has never had a good costume. The red and black, the Hollywood. Hollywood.
For God's sake! Here we go again.
Alrighty. That's why I love doing this. By the way, I truly love arguing the covers and the costumes and everything. That's why. Let's see. We do have 2 more here, and but first we need to place Simon Williams. He has 2 10s, 1 9, 2 8s, a 3, a 2, and a 1. If you take off, if you balance them out, the 2 10s, the 9 goes, and Wonder Man is an 8.
Ha! Sorry, I coughed there.
Yeah, I forgot he's not on there. So next up, ladies and gentlemen,
he was robbed.
We have Thor, the Kirby design. All righty, who wants to start?
I will let the gentleman below me start first.
You will not let the gentleman. Oh wait a minute, you never.
Did you say below or because I
was saying we need a little clarification there because one of it ain't happening. That is
too far away.
That is a 10. I hate that they screwed with it and screwed with it and screwed with it. And now the only time we get anything close to that is in retro drawings.
Yep.
I love this. He still had this when I started reading. It was great. I said this is even the circles, which never made any sense. I can't imagine Thor's outfit without it.
Okay.
Yeah, even Simonson drew him that way.
Simonson is awesome, both of them.
I gotta go with Eric though. It is
Louis Simonson, and
I mean,
Walter.
The original is always the best. I do like the one they had Colloquial drew in the 2000s, but I mean it's not as good as Awesome Resistant. Sun's out, guns out. This is the Adventures of Babysitting Thor.
And what do you give it?
I give it a 10, man.
10, all righty. Cartoon.
I give it a 10. And the white things are plates, like from armor, from the Viking era, this type of thing. And Jack Kirby find a way to simplify the Thor hammer from the legend and to make sense and to be so simplistic. To this day, people still prefer his Thor hammer from the mythological hammer. That's a great designer, and that's something you won't find. I don't think anywhere. I think if you find someone, if 1% of the talent of Jack Kirby had, you're lucky.
Alrighty. Okay, so here's something we were talking. You brought it up. The later designs. Obviously, we were only doing Kirby designs, so it's not like, oh well, now they're designing it, so I love it. Nope. This is what we're bidding on, or this is what we're grading here.
Marty can't say go yet.
Yeah, I know. I did that last time too. I keep saying that. But the thing is when Jack Kirby designed Thor, he designed Marvel's Thor. He did not pay attention to mythology. He didn't pay attention to any of the writings that came past. He designed Thor for Marvel Comics, and it is a wholly original character. More and more over the past 10 years, they tried to get him to look a little bit more and more what you might have found in the mythology, mixed with, of course, some Marvel elements. And I think they did it a disservice because he was a wholly original character made from myth. And you got to score points on that one. This is a badass outfit. Yo, Jim, that's a bad outfit. And I got to go 10 on this.
Yeah, a couple of things that they did do a storyline with what would have been closer to the original Thor when they brought in Red Norville.
Mm-hmm.
Back in like 1978, and yeah, I can see like when they were giving Wonder Man his costume, he probably said, "You want a cape?" And he goes, "Nah, I'm awesome without it."
Yep.
I'm sure that's how that went.
I mean, those boots are
he
made
says,
for walking.
"No, I'm good because I've got this Christmas sweater I'm wearing." Alrighty, so let's see. We've got 4 10s so far. Jay says a 10, so now we have 5. Trusty said those boots are awesome, and they were made for walking.
Yep.
Let's see. Is this? It is for designs only. Great, but needs a beard, says Omar, giving a 10. The beard, I guess, would make it 11. I have to say a 10. Legit is a legendary costume. He has the design in most of the 2000 cartoons until they switched to the MCU one, says Ahsoka. Alrighty, and then let's see. Austin says a 10, and Evil Black Cat, what's up? Gives it a 9.
I think Reed had a beard in one of the early issues of Silver Age.
Okay.
For a while.
Only when after Sue had left him,
Yeah.
he stopped shaving. He had like the 5 o'clock really thick shadow.
Yeah.
Alrighty, if you count in Evil Black Cat's 9. I think that Thor still ranks a 10 because it's 9 10s and 1 9. So there you go. All righty, this was my save. Eric got the save of Nick Fury. I have always loved the original look of the Wasp. So by all means, RDV, tear it apart. I know you want to.
I want a Coke, a cheeseburger, and a fry. You know? Seriously. The communicator on it looks like she's ready to take my order with that. The design, it is, I don't know, it is very Janet. It has to be the latest fashion, you know.
Yes.
But it looks more 80s than it looks more 60s with the way she has the shoulder pouches, or I guess pads,
shoulder pads, yeah.
Pads, you know. But it's that helmet, you know, with the communicator. She could
with
talk
the Wasp stinger.
Yeah,
that's what it's supposed to be.
I thought it was her hair at first. For some, oh man, yeah. I know. I was just missing is having a lightsaber hanging from the side of her pouch. I want to say it's a 6, man. I can't go any higher than that.
Alrighty. Let's see. We got a 6 from Venkman. Eric, why is this costume awesome?
You know, I'm going to give it a 7. It would be higher, but it's that thing on the top of her head. Now, granted, it does have a practical purpose for when she says something stupid or messes up something in the lab and Hank tells her to go stand in the corner. She's already wearing her dunce cap. But it's just, I like the rest of it. I really do. It's that silly pointy helmet.
Yep.
kind of takes me out of it just a little bit. So it's 7.
Like I said, adding that to the hands-free to marketer headset. Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Cartoon? Why is this costume a 10?
Sorry, it's a 7, and it is because of the shoulder pads and the helmet. The
Okay.
pointy helmet, it makes worse. If he was a black oval helmet, yeah, maybe it could be an 8 or a 9, but the pointy helmet doesn't work in no way. It's a 7.
Okay, it's
Right?
2 7.
What do you give her a helmet like Ant-Man's?
All right.
Smaller.
I've always liked
Exactly,
this.
but black, it would be better and would cover her face like.
I like the color scheme. I like the black bleeding into the boots. I dig the pointed helmet. I like this costume so much. I actually have the statue over there on my over there. I'm showing off Poison Ivy and Wonder Woman over there. So yeah, I've always enjoyed this. I've always enjoyed the 1960s beehive look to it.
So that's what
I
you're
give
looking at.
this a 10, but
So-
I know I'm the only one. So
Whenever he's looking at the camera, he's actually looking at her crotch above him.
that is true. Yes. Okay. So Jay says 5 for the Wasp. Okay. And then we have 6 for the Wasp from Trusty. And we have a 5 from Evil Black Cat. And let's see. We have a 5 from Omar. And then that costume is very 60s sci-fi. I know, I love it. Ahsoka says a 1. It doesn't look like it belongs to a superhero. It looks like she's about to take my order at McDonald's. And the dunce cap, it legit looks like she's from the 80s.
I told you.
Alrighty. I get it. Nick Fury's better. All right, what does everyone have against shoulder pads? I know, right? To being doing drugs behind a dumpster after each fashion show. I give her an 8. She looks like a Star Trek girl that Kirk would go for the week, and that's positive. As Admiral General Aladdin said, it's better pointy than round. All righty, so let me add the 8.
I always said that they would have done an 80s version. You could have had Joan Cusack play her.
Okay. Actually, that's not bad. All righty, let's see. We have 110 because I'm awesome. 1 8, 2 7s, 2 6s, 3 5s, and a 1. So I'm thinking the average is around the 6 and 7s, 5, 6, and 7. We've got 2 on the higher end. She goes to the 6s. All righty. Now, we already did Mr. Miracle, but we're not quite done yet because I figured, hey, if we could save Nick Fury and the Wasp, then we could save the biggest baddie in the DC universe. Now, granted, we can't put him on the tier list, but Eric, explain why you can't have this guy on a top 20 list. Or are you changing your mind because we are now talking overall how badass they look?
You know what? I know I started at the beginning of the stream, thinking I needed to change my mind.
Yeah.
But now all I can think of is it's hard to take a master villain seriously when you got Batmite looking up your skirt.
Okay, hold on. Maybe it's
Also, I didn't realize he was that short.
Here we go. Hold on. Let me get a more since his design has never changed.
No, I think that's this is something that Dalton could have probably articulated better than me. This is one of those characters that it was what they did with him that made him so successful, because he really does not look very imposing
No.
based on the design. It's just how the character behaved. Maybe not from the first couple of appearances, but once they figured out how important they wanted to make him, it worked. Despite the outfit that really doesn't do him any favors.
For me, I didn't take Darkseid serious until John Byrne. During the whole.
Oh, he had plenty of appearances where he was awesome before that, but I agree. He was awesome. Byrne made him more awesome.
Yeah,
the design really has not changed.
No,
that looks infinitely better, even with the it's a little tight there, but
the little hair.
Well, because he looks more than the first picture. Nobody's going to get this reference. He looked like the Freddie Patek of supervillains.
Right.
He was 5'4".
So where would you put him?
5.
5. All righty. How about you, Vank?
I want to go. I'll go 7. It's like I said, it's simple. It's still the Doctor Doom thing, but instead of being armor, it's his body is just like hard like granite. What do you think, Mr. Katie?
So what's your cat think? They're cartoons?
I give an 8 because it's not skirt, it's like Roman armor, what he's wearing. It's because he's based on what true fascism would look like. And by who doesn't know, fascism came from the first Italian Republic, the Caesar Republic. Octavius was the first guy who talked about faccie, which was that thing, an axe of a bunch of sticks together. Together we are stronger as a people, this type of thing. And Darkseid is based on that. And people didn't knew that until the Mr. Potato Head and Funny Mustache Man took over Europe. And Jack Kirby did a wonderful job creating Darkseid, showing to the world. And granted goodness, I didn't like her design, but I always liked what he was trying to say there. The Fatal Furies and even Orion.
You give him what?
An 8.
An 8. Okay. Let's see. I like the design. I've got to say, yeah, I get it. The boots, the tunic, and such. Doesn't bother me actually looking at them. And even in the Kirby one with Batmite, it still looks pretty cool. Ultimately, though, I'm able to get past the tunic and just look at the face. That is something he can wear whatever he wants because that face, I think he's one of Kirby's greatest monsters. I'm going to give him a 10.
Yeah, he's got a Roman Empire or Lord Emperor. He has the Roman outfit, the gladiator outfit. All he's missing is like the armor, but in this case, he doesn't need the armor because he is the armor.
Okay. And what did you give him?
I give him a 7.
Okay. And Trusty says 6. Darkseid, or Jay says 10. And let's see. Darkseid was better when he was judging baking contests and eating out of a veggie table. I give it a 7, and the cat needs to watch his language. All righty. And let's see, 4. Now that I think about it, his head design is great, and the rest of them is just generic, says Austin P. Kidokis and Ahsoka says Darkseid gets an 8. All righty. So this one's a little bit, it's not going to be, it'll be a top 10, but we've got 24 here that we went through today. I saved a few.
If Kirby had drawn him taller, then instead of being the same size as Calabac, I think I'd like it more. Maybe it's just his angle, but it looks like he's the same size as everybody else. He's like, I need a box to stand on, and hello. It's like he's like a little Hitler. The hand
Yeah.
straight up. It's so dumb. But I mean, but as far as he's menacing, it worked. And they've kept it the same costume all this time because it works.
Well, he would have landed if we had it. We had 2 10s, 1 9, 2 8s, 2 7s, 1 6, 5 4. Looking at the average, 1 2 3, he would have been an 8 as well. So there you go. Oh shoot. Oh well. Que sera. But thanks, guys. What I do with these is I make top 10 lists over at. I'm going to take these scores that we had, and I make top 10 lists from them over on From the Long Box. I just dropped the top 10 Fantastic Four covers that we chose last week. So please check that out. I'm going to share it over here on the community thing, so you guys could check it out. If you haven't subscribed over there, please do. It's the link is in the description below, or it will be.
Early Dark Side, Early Dark Side did have the point.
Everyone, remember to subscribe in everyone else's channel.
But let me share this out again, and we can see where everybody landed. We didn't have 1, 2, 3s or 4s, but Fin Fang Foom, the dragon in the diaper. Am I sharing yet? Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
you are.
Okay, good. Because I could see myself doing that. I've done it before. Fin Fang Foom, the dragon in the diaper, came in last at 5. At 6, we have the Wasp, Granny Goodness, and Arnim Zola, which, there you go. That's better. There we go. And then at number 7, we had Annihilus, Juggernaut, MODOK, and Loki.
Juggernaut to the left. Oh, yeah.
Say again?
Say, I would say Juggernaut always over the left.
You would have made him the better one?
Yeah. He's just more menacing.
At 8, we had the Enchantress, the Sentinels, the Demon, and Metron. There we go. What do you think?
Demon, Metron, Enchantress.
Yep. Next up, we had at 9, we had Magneto, Mr. Miracle, and Nick Fury.
Nick Fury always to the left, bro.
Oh, hell no. No, he's a guy in a freaking eye patch. And then the 10s, we actually had more 10s than anything else. Captain America, Galactus, Silver Surfer, Black Bolt, Thor, and Doctor Doom. Holy crap. Okay, where would you go on ahead? We've got 5 of them. Guys, put your top 5. Captain America, Silver Surfer, Galactus, Black Bolt, Doom, or 6. I'm sorry. I can't count. And Thor. What is 1 through 6? 1 being the best, 6 being the worst. What would you do? How would you do that?
Yeah, with Austin, Iron Man's original design was basically a garbage can. Yeah, Venkman, did he sneak Wonder Man out of this? I didn't see him.
No, remember there were some characters that didn't transfer when I transferred the pictures. Black Panther.
I think it's a vast right-wing conspiracy, but
it is.
It's not vast.
I'll go first. Okay, basically there's six there for top 5.
Yeah.
Sorry, silent one. You're out.
Oh no. 6 through 1.
Okay, well then he would be 6.
Okay.
The lowest to highest, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say Black Bolt, the Big G, Silver Surfer, Thor, Doctor Doom, and Captain America.
Alrighty. Okay, Venkman.
I'll make it a little easier for you from left to right. Comics, can you stop eating your microphone?
Yeah, you're breathing into your mic again.
All right.
Sorry.
Hey, in the chat also, you're with the top 10s, 6 through 1. What would you do?
First place, I keep Cap in there where he is. Silver Surfer. I mean, I would switch. I'd swap out like a Black Bolt, put him at the end.
Give me numbers,
Thor.
dude.
Okay. All right. So okay. All right. So Cap is gonna be the number 1 spot.
Okay.
Number 2 spot, you're gonna have Thor, followed by Galactus, Silver Surfer, Doctor Doom, and then Black Bolt.
Alrighty. How about you, cartoons?
And Captain America, Doctor Doom, Silver Surfer, Black Bolt, Galactus, and then last Thor.
Alrighty. And let's see. Judging by what I'm looking at here, number 6 is going to be Thor. Number 5 is Black Bolt. This is where it gets rough. Number 4 is Doctor Doom. Number 3 is Galactus. Number 2 is Silver Surfer. And number 1 is Captain America. All right, what does everybody else have for me? Trusty says number 1 is Captain America. AP, Iron Man didn't make the list because the Jack Kirby Iron Man was the big, gray, hulking, ugly one. Number 2 is Trusty sidekick is Galactus. And then number 3 is Thor. And then we had number 4 being the Silver Surfer. Number 5 was Black Bolt, and then 6 is Doctor Doom. Wow, okay. Oh no, 6 is not Doctor Doom.
You get the numbers after the person. So
say again.
Cap is 1, Galactus, Thor, Doctor Doom, Silver Surfer, and Black Bolt. So he's just got the numbers after the name.
I see where I made the mistake. Captain America, Galactus, got it. Number 3 was Thor. Number 4 is Doc Doom. All right. Number 5 was Silver Surfer.
Yeah, he's in betting mode.
All right.
That's what it looks like.
Okay, and then we had Evil Black Cat saying number 1 was Captain America. And then we have Dr. O's Luke Cage. I see what you did there. And then we have number 3 is Galactus. 4 is Black Bolt. All righty. And 4 is Thor. 5 is Black Bolt. And then 6 being the Silver Surfer.
I didn't know he had a full first name.
Say again?
I didn't know he had a different name. Blackagar Boltigan.
Yeah, that's his full name.
And I never knew that.
Okay, 6 and 6 is.
Now I understand why people don't call him by that. They just call him Black Bolt.
BB.
Yep, yeah.
Okay, by all means, take comments and talk amongst yourself real quick.
Well, where would you like us to take those comments?
Austin says he really likes the DCAU version of he's referring to Darkseid, and I do. The Michael Ironside voice was awesome for the Superman animated series. I think they brought him back for the Justice League Unlimited. Simple, man, and then it's so cool when you put the voice to it, and then you see the eyes glow when he gets angry, and he's getting ready to shoot the Omega beams. Even the comic books, I love that. But man, imagine if they rotoscoped that, like Fire and Ice, but they rotoscoped the Justice League. Hey, what's up, Pat? Mike Ironside, and then there was another voice actor for Darkseid. I remember it might have been one of the movies, but Michael Ironside, man, his voice, he has such a commanding voice, just like David Keith. Or Keith
yeah,
David.
He's one of those great voice guys.
I still say I should get Jack Nicholson to do Joker for an animated movie.
That would be kind of cool. I think Jack. I think he's retired.
But
He
if
kind
they
of
had,
escaped from the world.
it would be fun to have him and then have Keaton and Joker. You know?
Okay, this is the way you guys voted. All right, we got to move down here because Black Bolt was number 6 with only 11 points. And then number 4 with 15 points is right where he needs to be. That's number 5. Number 4 with 18 points. I am shocked, just simply shocked. All right, next up at number 3 with 19 points.
Wow.
And that's your top 6 right there, kids. Dr. Doom ended up with 23 and 36 for Captain America. There we are. But once again, I'm going to make these into a top 10 list for from the long box. Please, if you haven't already subscribed there, go on over there and go ahead and subscribe. I've got some good comic book origins as well. I'm working on the Skrulls right now. Looking forward to that. Pardon?
So say put it if you can't listen to it, to put it on his background and then leave the comments.
I certainly would. Oh my gosh, I was really feeling good because you know when you have a video that's your best video you've put out in the last 10, you get that little fireworks show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, hey, all right, Nick Fury's the number 1 video. Woo! All right, people are responding. That's great.
It's because he had the suit on, right?
No, well, it was the first appearance.
See,
and so I was very happy, and it stalled before it made it to 100 views. Now, granted, that channel is a lot smaller, so I'm not hurt by it very much. I do prefer to go over, obviously, the higher the better. But and I have been neglecting it, so I'm not expecting.
Wait a minute, you guaranteed me if I took the time to watch that, you'd break 100.
I think it will. It's now. I think it's up to 87. It just I expected it to already be there.
Get out there and watch that video, kids. But remember, I was right.
What were you right about?
Something.
Nick Fury being worth it because he got a lot of points here. All right. Also, guys, if you jumped in late, please, by all means, go through this and just score all of the characters. Like I said, I'm making a top 10 list. Your scores will count. My opinions do not matter on this one. It is left up to the whims of the people. My favorite Fantastic Four comic cover was not the number 1, but I can't argue with what was. And one of the covers I put on there because you liked it, Eric, actually ended up at number 20.
What did it?
What is it? Fantastic Four number 7 ended up being the number 20 video, or the number 20 cover. The least appreciated is what I'm saying. If you owned Action Comics 1 and Spider-Man 1 slab mint condition worth say $7 million in total, would you keep them or sell them? I wouldn't sell both of them because you're talking about $3.5 million for one. I'm a family man. I love comics. It's in the title, but for $3.5 million, I could absolutely change my family's life for the better. So I would sell one, and I'd keep
leave
one.
them with the money.
Yeah, I'd take the 7.
Take money and leave.
I'd take the 7, and I am gone with the wind.
And
no,
as a family man, he would sell one of the books before his family got any crazy ideas about bumping them off and then them selling the book.
Yeah. But I would keep one and I would sell one.
Which one would you keep?
Action Comics.
I'd have to do that because if you there are more Spider-Man ones out there.
With selling the Spider-Man number 1 for 3.7 would set my family up for life. Action Comics number 1. I actually think that I could probably find $3.7 million. Or or $3.5 million, a lot easier than I could find another Action Comics #1.
Yeah,
I don't know if I could bring my
I don't
terms to selling these. I'd want to hang on to them because I feel like I'm never going to get a chance to get them again. They'll probably go up in price.
Yeah, I've actually told Gil a lot of the times the books that I do keep, like some of the ones that are on the wall, I actually have said for the price that I got them, it would be easier for me to find the money than it would be to find the book again. So, and sometimes I do regret having to sell them, but that's it. Now you should just rename your channel I Love Family. I love my family. What can I say?
I love family comics.
I wonder if you get more money at Pawn Stars or auction all day. I wouldn't take it to a pawn shop for nothing. But yeah, you know, it was forever until I found one of those Justice Leagues, the first Silver Age Black Canary. It was forever before I found one of those. And I lucked into that Daredevil as well. No, the real lucky one was that was the first appearance of Zatanna. And I don't care if it's coverless. That was something.
Lobster version.
No, Top Hat. It's her first appearance.
Okay.
Yeah, Lobster came in the 1970s. But that one I paid probably between 26 and 40 cents, depending on what cover.
You mean even back then they went away from the fishnets and gave her the stupid lobster thing outfit? Wow. So
Yeah,
DC has a history of making mistakes.
Yeah.
You know what I love? Sleep. So I think I'm going to go get some.
That's a good idea. We've been going at this for 2 hours. Thank you very much for hanging out with us and talking about the best Kirby creations as far as design is concerned anyway. Let's see. Once again, go on over to from the long box, subscribe. That's where the top 10s are going to be, and a whole bunch of videos about comics rather than about the drama behind the comics. All righty. Don't forget, let's see, tomorrow is the auction at 8 o'clock Eastern time. So please join us for that. And as always, thank you very much for hanging out, and thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.
Good night, kids.